expression of humanity flows through two streams, thoughts and action. What if I told you that those streams have become polluted? What if I told you the water is no longer yours? The year is 2025. My thoughts are not mine anymore. I have pinned down my identity. My speech is programmed. Am I even real? The roots of technology have grown deep into the human psyche. The human connection is slowly becoming a distant memory, antiquity, a relic, a faint echo of nostalgia. Let me undress the first stream. Thoughts have no life in their womb. It is language and speech that give them life. Speech spawns reality, threaded by the string of language. Act 1. Speech. Speech has been the bedrock for humanity's progression. Ancient Athenians, who followed Isagoria, equality of speech, and Phrygia, the tolerance of speech, gave us democracy, philosophy, literature, art, and science. But most importantly, an example of the world when we truly explore the human consciousness. Speech is what makes us humans. It is one of the most powerful tools we have to express our consciousness to its truest beauty. Civilization flourishes, mankind thrives, and we get closer to the truth as a species. Chapter 1. Political Correctness. Imagine a dystopian world where the existence of thought is determined by the political class. The linguistic system is scrutinized through the morality of the political doctrine. Moral propaganda dictates the punishment of your rhetoric. Expression of dogmatism exhibits the highest level of loyalty to your political tribe. The citizens rejoice in euphoria when one is assassinated for upholding free speech. It is disgraceful to show humanity towards one whose ideas are unsanitary compared to those of the moral crusaders. You should let the ideologies do the thinking for you. Or are you a savage to have your own independent thought? Or are you not aware that freedom is a burden and the voice of decree is a sin? The ethical bourgeoisie rules the dominion of language. The victim, the marginalized, the forgotten, all are falsely led to heaven by selfish actors who cling to moral causes because they have failed in nature. Morality is a mere excuse to seek glory among their herd. They are seduced by social conformity, fear of exile, fear of insecurity, and fear of becoming culturally homeless. From this fear, the slave is molded. His lips quiver in fear of judgment. The words they give birth to are branded blasphemy. Do they not know they were born to bow, to succumb to the herd's embrace? The slave finds fulfillment in the opinion of others. It is not hunger for autonomy. It is not labor for salvation within himself. He is weak, a victim, powerless, kneeling to groupthink. The herd lends him borrowed power, a false strength to strike at the independent, the free thinkers who dare to bend reality to their own will. But deep within, he knows the truth. He is a coward. Weakness disguised as virtue, living not by his own hand, but at the mercy of another's will. For the slave, the greatest achievement is not submission, it is deserting his soul. Sound familiar? Chapter 2: Social Media. Social media. I see you rolling your eyes. This is probably your 100th video of someone explaining why social media is bad for you. Allow me to beat this dead horse down one more time. Today, the mainstream media and mediums have corrupted speech. It has distorted your words, corroded your right, and commodified the medium. Welcome to the world run by tech bros.
I, the digital devotee, use brand names as part of my day-to-day vocabulary. I regurgitate the views and opinions of my echo chambers. I participate in offensive rhetoric fueled by misinformation. I indoctrinate myself with the propaganda in the name of news. I turn a blind eye when platforms silence dissent or suppress legitimate criticism. I support the public humiliation of people expressing unpopular opinions and polarizing viewpoints. I value lies because they inflate my ego and fuel my narcissism. My thoughts are that of the algorithm's feed. My language is from the Ministry of Information. My speech is that of synthetic intelligence.
Anonymity and attention are the nucleus behind the unbreakable grasp of the social indoctrination apps. There is a great truth in anonymity. It brings the real human nature to the surface. All the negativity, envy, fear, joy, pride, and happiness. We have seen each other truly naked. Attention, the feeling that we're seen, we are accepted, and we are loved. The main culprit behind this vicious cycle, are we a mask to ourselves, a lie, a shadow in the cave? The greatest disservice we do to ourselves is to continue this lie. Mediums once looked at as beacon for speech and connection, now turn into a weapon for social engineering, geopolitical psyop, and indoctrination camp for consumerism, cannon fodder for a culture war, and the main source for mental illness. It is a great feat if you look at history. No man had such freedom as today to share his opinion without fearing death. Well, that was until September 2025. Yet, with such freedom, we have let the apps be our shepherd. In this digital age, man has turned into a commodity. The digital man is the degradation of the human spirit, pushing towards a collective moral decay, establishing a civilization that loses its soul in the pursuit of fleeting. Could it be that our reality is not fractured, but rather the chimera thinking machine has polluted the idea of the self? Have I become an NPC where algorithms influence my thinking, emotions, what I wear, where I travel, who I find attractive, and what I eat and shop for? Have we lost our footing in reality? Or did we never have any pillars of values and goals of virtue to begin with? I see a crystal clear mirror that reflects society to perfection, the primal desires and the primeval nature of our existence. The algorithm is now the tree of souls. It gives birth and death to culture. Chapter 3: Nations. The power of speech has been so important to our history that countries went to war over it. People gave their lives to protect it. And in the US, it's the First Amendment the founding fathers of the nation put down. Now we have decentralized spaces for speech. That's been undermined by narcissism, vanity, Machiavellianism, and tribalism. There's a reason we had to fight to get those rights. Who controls speech and information controls lives. We are barely free men, but in order to keep that status, we must have a say in our rights.
你好，中国，这是礁溪呢。
Oh, China. In China, free speech is a privilege. Big Daddy Z approves what can be published and what can be consumed. The Great Firewall is a sanctimonious filter of purity. For example, he and you, yes, those are real names, were sentenced to 9 and 7 years in Anhui province for publishing love poems. I mean, love poems without government authorization. Do I need to say any more regarding the situation in China? For love poems, come on now. How am I supposed to raise up the baddies then? Alright, let's go to the next country before Daddy Z sends out an arrest warrant. UK, the great land of bland food and bad teeth. The people who cannot pronounce bottle of water. There has been a tremendous crackdown on free speech. There are currently 30 arrests per day for offensive content. This is a primary example of a police state overstepping its powers, undermining the inalienable rights of its own kin. Ortega, no, not her, Daniel Ortega, the president of Nicaragua, has cracked down on independent media and has taken extreme measures, such as revoking the citizenship of journalists and putting them in exile to oppress free speech. I can yap about countless examples of countries suppressing free speech, but the common theme here is that for power to thrive, one should self-censor. When speech becomes centralized, that's when we get the Ministry of Truth and Information. Is this the rise of Big Brother? Or has it already taken power? When we abandon these tools for speech, it makes it easier for the government to take control. History may not repeat itself, but it sure as hell rhymes a lot. Chapter 4: Skibbity Riz. TikTok has given rise to the exponential growth of slang. Slang is just another organic expression of culture. Throughout history, slang words have been born and died. What stands out now is the rate at which slang is created, adapted, and the vast areas it covers. There's probably a chief in the Amazon rainforest saying, yeah, an app dictates the vernacular of day-to-day communication. The vocabulary of that vernacular is derived from brain rot. Bro even speaks in chat. The quality of your thoughts has a direct correlation to the quality of your life. In the book 1984, Orwell describes a language called Newspeak. The sounds that are uttered from this language work profoundly to eliminate critical thinking, vocabulary, and complexity. Thought collapses into simple terms. Ideas confined within a prison. a kaleidoscope of the expression of consciousness, abandoned to darkness. Let me rephrase so Gen Alpha can understand. Orwell cooked in the book 1984. He had a busting idea called Newspeak. Sheesh! Newspeak, beyond some higher behavior, is a little sus. It turns your thoughts into mid, gave you L ideas, all together. It made you goofy at, restless, down bad, chop sigma. No cap. Chapter 5. Salvation. Huxley warned us a long time ago in The Brave New World. All conditioning aims at making people like their unescapable social destiny. Till at last, your mind is these suggestions, and the sum of suggestions is the child's mind. Not only the child's mind, the adult mind too. The mind that judges and desires, made up of these suggestions. But all these suggestions are our suggestions. Suggestions from the corporation and the state. I guess I've made it sound all gloomy and pessimistic, like there is no hope, or all that of media is negative. It's just the water has been muddied. Once it settles, there is a clearer and purer street underneath. Everywhere I look, I see decadence slipping through. We cannot let our society turn into a walking corpse. We need a renaissance. But for that to happen, are you ready to change? Are you ready to move out of your own way so something meaningful can emerge? Or are you still scared behind your mask? Never forget, your thoughts shape reality. And if you let others control your thoughts, then you have no reality. Awaken from yourself. The revolution starts with a pen, not a sword. Social media is the medium we can use to revive learning, wisdom, and rebirth of human exponentialism. Let us now mourn our loss of agency. What other greater deed is there than serving humanity? Embrace the tools you have created. Reclaim thyself and meaning will emerge. Shackles of manipulation and suffering will break free. Your voice will be questioned. It will be celebrated. It will be hated. But most importantly, make sure it will be heard. Do not let somebody else hold your pen to the story of your life. The Athenians' commitment to free speech helped political and cultural institutions flourish. Remember, even in Athens, Socrates was given the death penalty for corrupting the youth. When the mind is free to explore its thoughts, it pays for some of humanity's most significant intellectual and creative achievements. Bold speech, words that are unshackled, voices that have now been imprisoned, are the ones that challenge norms, question authority, and push us further. Reason, observation, and language were the pillars of truth. The human spirit becomes muted when the medium of speech is suppressed. Progress stagnates and potential dies. The spirit of the human does not need to die in the hands of our hedonistic habits. In the flood of noise and decadence, it is personal autonomy that will reign in new stream. The Renaissance will provide a new home for your thoughts. It will give rebirth to core values and enlightenment. A new language will emerge to explore the human experience in all its complexities and contradictions. Words will be spoken, that of the consciousness and not that of the mind. Reflect yourself in the stream. It will lead you to who you are, where your water originates from. and it will unite you with the greater ocean, the force you're meant to become. Now, how will you let your stream flow?